Good morning, Soul Stirring Sessions community. This is Sean Best coming back to you again. It's Friday. It's Wednesday. I don't know what day it is anymore. It's Wednesday, April 1st, and we're excited to get into April. I hope you are too. And I know there's a lot of quarantining going on around there with COVID-19 just running rampant and really at this point just being disrespectful, taking so many people out. I think it's the fourth deadliest day in the U.S. history yesterday on March 31st. So we know there's a lot of drama, a lot of heartache, a lot of pain in our community. But these sessions are designed to really just encourage you that even throughout the pain and throughout the struggle, to still find a source of inspiration within yourself and to still use your community and your relationships to really build the emotional resourcefulness that you need to be able to give and to be in a posture of thankfulness and gratefulness. So today, I want to talk about two things. Two concepts that I've been really kind of feasting my ears on over the past week or so. But one is just about work style. I was talking a little bit about work styles on one of the former sessions, and I was talking about how some people love to just kind of sit there and grind it out for long periods, while some people kind of break it up. And I heard of this method called the Pomodoro method. Maybe some of you heard of it. When I heard Pomodoro method, I just thought they were talking about cooking pasta, to be frank. But then I found out real quickly through the Google and through the internets that the Pomodoro method is a great method by which you decide how you're going to work and flow in spurts throughout the day. And so the idea is that you will take the first half an hour to kind of gear up and warm up, and then you do some work for about a half an hour, and then you actually take a break for 10 to 15 minutes, and then you do work for another half an hour, take a break again, and then you do work for a longer period of time and then take a longer break. And then you come back to the afternoon with a similar routine until work is done. And so while I just sort of briefly overviewed what that method looks like, please look it up. I also realized that that's kind of also how we build new skills. A lot of people have been thinking about what their jobs are going to look like now that we don't have to be in our offices anymore. And potentially some jobs that we thought were essential to society may begin to disappear over the next month or 2 months. We know that there's going to be retail is going to take a big hit. Artists and musicians are going to take a big hit. Anyone who's kind of in a performance art space will take a hit. And so I know there's going to be a lot of heartache and pain from people having to reinvent themselves and get new muscles to learn how to work. So I encourage you even now as you're building your new skills and thinking about the things you want to add to your repertoire. I mentioned to you all earlier that I'm trying to learn Spanish and I am trying to get myself ready to be an executive coach. But as I'm going through these trainings and teaching myself some things, I find it giving me a lot of joy, but also I take the pressure off of myself if I do the work in spurts. So I want you to think again about what 5 to 10 minute marginal difference can you make today that can result in a big change tomorrow down the road. The Pomodoro method is a good one. Look out for that one. Secondly, I realized that because of some of the challenges we're facing in our society with business, with entrepreneurship, with growth, with getting paid, that there's going to be this sort of reentry into society and integration where we see some people who had plenty of resources, they come out of this situation completely fine and maybe even advancing in some ways because of the stocks they invested in or the properties they acquired during this time. While some of us who were kind of on the marginal or mid-level or below will find ourselves struggling even more because opportunities will be taken away, our homes will be taken away, our jobs will be taken away. And so I thought about this idea of how many of us in this community find ourselves to enjoy a degree of success. We all have the ability to provide for ourselves. The majority of us have the ability to pay our bills on time and to get the food that we need for ourselves and others that we care about. But I think there is a concept that is really majestic, that's really full of royalty that we come from, our pedigree as people in this world, and that we need to really remember. I think there's a story about how, it's a fable about how a king was entering into a town, and as the king was entering into the town, everyone was lining up the streets with the most expensive gems and metals and precious ways of celebrating the entrance of the king into the town. And so as the town is getting set up and preparing a place for him to eat and have the highest quality foods with the highest quality performance, and the highest quality of guests that are going to be at the actual guest table. The king arrived into town, immediately said, "Take me to the alley. Take me to the addicted ones. Take me to the ones who have lost their way along their careers and their lives, because I will pardon them. I will give them full access and full rights to everything I have access to." And I inspire you and encourage you today to think about how can you use the blessings that you've been given, the opportunities that you have been given to not only enhance your kingdom, but to really go back to the alley, go back to the places that you come from, and really pour into those communities so we can see the world have a difference, and our entire world can be soul stirred. So look up the Gregory Porter song, "Take Me to the Alley." It tells the fable. And I really love the idea that we work today not just for ourselves and our empire, but we work to really build an entire kingdom of people who can now benefit from the benefits that I enjoy. So we can enjoy it together. We can all eat at the table. That's what it's all about. Have a great day, Soul Stirring Sessions. We'll come back at you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.